Hi, thank you for joining me today. We're in another beautiful space in the mountains. Let's take a minute to just begin focusing in on how we're feeling in this moment right now. How are your emotions right now? And your mind, is it chattering? Or have you already been able to let go? How does your physical body feel? Is it warm? Is it cool? If there are any areas of your physical body, right now send a little extra love to those areas. And let's lower our arms down by our sides and then raise them in the air, breathing in. And as we breathe out, bring our hands back down into our hearts. With each flowing movement, breathing in and breathing out, let's send beautiful, peaceful energy to every single cell of our bodies. Smile to yourself. Thank yourself for being here today, honoring who you are. And if you'd like to set an intention, now would be a perfect time to do that. The next time your hands are at your heart, go ahead and keep them there. And we'll just lean forward, breathing out, and then breathing in, coming back up to center. Flowing with our breath, breathing in and out. Beautiful. We'll come back to center, and this time we'll interlace our fingers together and push them forward, rounding our backs and tucking our chins into our chests, breathing out here. Then breathing in, we'll lift those arms into the air. And again, flowing with our breath, breathing out as we round, stretching those arms forward. And then breathing in as we lift up, stretching upward, flowing at your own pace. Beginning to lubricate our spines, stretching our shoulders. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and release our fingers and shake those hands out. We'll bring our hands together with our wrists touching and fingers open. Taking care of our wrists, we'll just twirl our hands around, pushing the backs of the hands together, stretching out our wrists, and reversing the direction. Good. One more time. Shake those fingers out. Good. We'll bring our hands down to our knees and open your heart by lifting up, arching that heart forward. Heads can go slightly back. Breathing in and then breathing out, rounding. Once again, stretching the shoulders, opening the heart and back back and forth, breathing in as we lift forward, breathing out as we round back. Your eyes can be open or closed. Allow yourself to go within. Allow your mind permission to just let go so you can be totally present in the here and now. Good. We'll come back to center. And you can cross your legs the other way if you'd like, or keep them the same way. And we'll just start making some circles in one direction. You can keep your neck still or allow it to round as well. And reverse the direction. Breathing out as we lower, breathing in as we lift our hearts. Good. Let's meet back at the center. We'll go ahead and take care of our legs by stretching them forward. Know that if your knees are a little bit tender, when you are sitting in a cross-leg position, it might be a little bit more comfortable to sit up on a little pillow or a bolster, just to take a little pressure off of your knees. Maybe give them a little massage here. Beautiful. Let's open those arms out to the side. Breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out, reaching forward. Breathing in and then lowering those arms back down. Breathing out, flowing with those movements. Breathing in, reaching where we can. Breathing out. Breathing in, back up, and breathing out, down by our sides. Continue at your own pace. This time, when your hands come down by your sides, if you would like, bring your hands behind you, fingers facing forward. Make sure your shoulders are pulling in toward one another, elbows pulling in toward one another, and then lift up, pointing your toes, coming into that inclined plank, and then lowering back down. You can add that movement to your flow if you would like. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, lifting up, possibly breathing in and breathing out, knowing that you can hold in any position that feels good to you. If you chose to do the inclined plank, the next time you're in that position, hold for 5 breaths. Beautiful. We'll all lower down and allow yourself to just roll your body forward, hanging wherever it feels good to you. You can let your neck release, maybe even stack some blocks or pillows under your forehead. Just let all the tension go. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Relax your forehead. Relax your whole face and your neck. And then very gently roll yourself all the way back up. We're going to now bend our knees, and I'll turn sideways so you can see me. We're going to once again turn those fingers so they're facing forward, and we'll lift our bodies up. Our feet should be about hip distance apart. And then as we come down, we'll bend those knees and hold here. Now we can just hold our legs, or arms can come out. And we'll flow with those movements, lifting up and down, reaching forward and down, lifting up and down, reaching forward and down. One more time, lifting up and down, reaching forward and down. Now this time we'll stay in that boat pose. We can keep our hands on the ground and just lift our legs here, or maybe hold on to our legs, or maybe stretch those arms straight, push those shoulders way back. Keep your heart open. Tuck the tummy muscles back. You can even try and straighten those legs. And lower. Beautiful. Roll yourself into a little ball and relax. Good. We'll gently roll ourselves back up. And we're going to work our way down onto our stomachs now. So, come all the way down. Make a little pillow with your hands for your forehead or your chin. Good. Then we'll take our arms out to our sides, resting our chin on the mat. Then we'll take that left hand right next to our chest, keeping the elbow bent. And then we'll go ahead and roll onto the right side of our body. We can put a pillow under our head if we'd like, or just keep it on the ground. Stretching that right shoulder here. You can also bend that top leg and place the top foot behind you or in front of you. Good. Very gently work your way back to center. Outstretch both arms once again. And we'll switch to the other side. So keeping that left arm out, we'll bring the right arm in. Push ourselves onto the left side of our bodies. Maybe we stay right here. Maybe we lift that top leg and bend it, placing it behind us or in front of us. Good. Very gently we'll work our way back to center. And this time we're going to just bring our hands down by our sides, palms facing up, and turn your head one direction, relaxing your neck here. If that is not comfortable, then come back to center. Good. If you turned your head, go ahead and switch to the other side. And gently we'll come back to center. This time we're going to take our hands up even with our chest, but bring them out to the sides, further than our mat distance. And we're just going to lift ourselves up here and then twist toward the right, looking over our shoulder, and then coming back to center and coming down. Breathing in, we lift up. Breathing out, we twist. Breathing in, back to center. Lifting up and looking to one side and coming back down. Good. Flowing with those movements. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Again. Stretching our lower backs here. Good. One more time. Good. Lower all the way down. Bring those hands down by your sides once again. This time, lift your feet into the air and tick-tock your legs back and forth. Taking care of our lower backs by stretching them out. Good. We'll lower those legs back down. Once again, we'll come onto our fingertips with our arms out to the sides, elbows bent. And this time we're going to lift our legs up and hold here. We can even lift our chests up as well. Remember to breathe. And then lower back down. Bring your hands right under your shoulders and push yourself all the way back into a child's pose. Choose where you'd like your arms to be. They can be outstretched, really stretching your shoulders. They can be down by your sides if you'd prefer, giving your shoulders a little rest. Or you might even stack your fists underneath your forehead to give your neck a little break. And if it feels good, you might rock a little from side to side. Good. Then walk your hands, if they're outstretched, and if they're not, bring them out in front of you. And then walk your hands over to the left and let your hips drop a little to the right. Stretching that right side body. And then walk those hands back to center, and we'll go the other way, dropping that left hip down a bit and stretching those arms out to the right side. Good. We'll walk all the way back to center and carefully walk your hands back toward your legs. You can stay down low in Vajrasana like I'm sitting. If that's uncomfortable in any way, you could sit up on a bolster or place a pillow underneath your glutes. And if it's really uncomfortable, come up high. Very good. We're going to interlace our hands behind us. So you may be down here or you might be up high. And we're just going to stretch back, lifting our hearts, opening our chests. Choose where it's comfortable for you. You might even alternate back and forth. Good, and then come on back to center. We'll come up high on our knees now. And let's go ahead and step that left foot forward. We want to make sure that it's at a 90-degree angle with our heel right under our knee. Place our hands down on the mat or maybe use some blocks here. We want to push that back leg way back. So we're stretching that right psoas muscle. And let's take 3 breaths here. Good, then straighten that front leg, maybe lifting those toes, bringing our chest closer to our leg. And let's breathe in, lifting up just slightly. Breathe out, reaching closer to our knee with our chest. Breathing in and out. And one more time, breathing in and out. Very nice. We'll go ahead and come forward again, bending that front knee. And we'll walk those hands forward, bringing that back leg up, flexing the foot and coming into a standing split. We want to make sure that that back leg has the little toe pointing to the ground. Let your neck release. Good. Lower that back foot down again, coming onto your knee once again. And stretching the front leg straight, maybe lifting the toes and holding here. Good. We'll come back to center. We'll take that front leg back and we'll go ahead and switch sides. So step that right foot forward. And if it takes a couple of steps to get there, that's okay. You can bring blocks or pillows under your hands if you'd like. You can keep your hands even down on the mat. And if you'd like, push that left leg back a little bit more to get a deeper stretch on the thigh and the psoas. And let's take 3 breaths here. Good, then straighten that front leg, maybe lifting those toes. Breathe in, lift up a little bit. Breathe out, lower. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Good, we'll go ahead and come forward. Come onto that back toe. Walk ourselves forward. We may have to walk a little bit at a time with that back leg and then come into our standing split. We can keep our knee bent. We can even place bolsters under our feet, under our hands. And we want to make sure our hips are square. The left leg is straight, foot is flexed, and the baby toe is pointing down toward the sky. Release your neck. Good, then step it back, coming down onto your knee once again. Straighten that front leg and reach your chest forward. Good, we'll come back up and step that foot all the way back, bringing both legs together once again. We'll come up high onto our toes here, and we are going to come onto our knees. So my toes are on the mat and my knees are on the mat. And then I'm going to sit back, stretching my toes. It's a pretty intense pose. If it gets to be too much for you, you can always release. As we are stretching those toes, let's breathe in at center, breathe out, look to the left. Breathe in and out to the right. Breathing in and out. Taking care of those toes that help us with balance, that help us to walk. Beautiful. Oh, let's go ahead and come to center and come to the shoelace part of our feet and just tap those feet out. Give them a break. Good. We'll stay on our hands and knees here. We want to make sure our knees are right under our hips. Our hands are under our shoulders. And we'll move into our cat and cow flow. Breathing in, we lift our hearts. Breathing out, rounding and tucking our chins in. Breathing in and out. Flowing with our breath. Good. Let's come back to center. And we'll go ahead and work on our balancing a little bit. Remember that you can be on your fists if your wrists are a little tender, or flat hands, or maybe even cupped hands. We'll take that left arm forward, and we'll work on our balance here. Hold the belly in. You might just stay right here. If you want to intensify, bring the right leg out behind you with the toes on the ground. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you begin lifting that back leg and flexing the foot. Trying to keep your spine straight, keeping your neck in line with your spine by keeping your gaze down at the mat. Good, and lower down. Let's try the other side. Lifting that right arm up, maybe staying here, maybe taking that left leg back, maybe lifting it, flexing the foot. Imagining there's a cup on your hips that you don't want to drop. Good. Imagine someone's pulling those fingers forward and pulling your heel back. Beautiful. Lower down. We'll do that one more time. If you'd like to flow with your breath, we'll lift that left arm and right leg, breathing in and then lowering, breathing out. Switching. Moving with our breath, breathing in and out, holding strong. Beautiful. Come on back to center and go right into a child's pose. Your knees can be together or apart. Choose what feels good to you. Your hands can be wherever it's comfortable. Maybe they're crossed under you. Maybe they're under your forehead. Maybe they're out in front of you. No right, no wrong. Very gently, we'll walk ourselves back toward our feet, our knees. We'll cross our ankles here and then sit all the way back. Good. Let's stretch our necks a little bit more here. Again, if it's more comfortable to sit up on a bolster, you can do that, or a pillow. And we'll go ahead and stretch our neck toward our left side, bringing our left ear to our left shoulder. And you can just stay right here if you'd like. If you'd like to intensify a little bit, just pull a little bit with your left hand. always listening to your body's needs today in this moment. Good. And then gently, if you held your head, go ahead and lower that left arm down and then reach up with that right arm, reaching over. Imagining someone's pulling that arm. Good. And gently bringing the arm and the head to center and then lowering back down. Good. Let's try the other side. This time we'll take that right ear to the right shoulder, maybe grabbing a hold and pulling a little bit. Still sitting up tall. And then maybe lowering that arm and reaching up with the other arm. Imagine someone's pulling it. Good. And gently we'll lower that arm down. It's time for our final relaxation. If you'd like, you can stay seated, or if you're ready, you can lie down on your back. You are welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. But if you're with me, go ahead and bring your hands to your hearts. Bring those hands up to your forehead. May we see the light in all beings. And bring our hands to our mouths. May we speak only words of kindness. And then bring your hands down to your heart. May we see the light in all beings' hearts. In yoga, we say namaste, which means I see and honor that light in you that is also in me. Namaste.